everybody, Matt back here with a post-Christmas video. Got some parts in, gonna start working on a late model. Show y'all what's been going on. First off, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Hope Santa brought you everything that you wanted. He didn't bring me a new race car, but he got me some other things. One of which being this new phone and GoPro tripod. So now we can start making better videos, honestly. Santa also brought me this Weir's adjustable T-bar kit. So these get mounted on the car this way. Got a bolt there, and you have a threaded part that fits into one of these aluminum tubing pieces, and it's easily adjustable your deck height. Makes your deck height easily adjustable, I should say. With that, I got these chassis tabs we're getting ready to weld on. Got to cut these old ones off. This one is broke all the way through. This one I kind of just bent back, but I want these to be kind of symmetrical because these are a little bit different. I might have to drill these holes out depending on how it is, but I just need to make sure these are square to one another. Now, I received quite a few comments from people in public, well, people that I know that I work with, about my last video of me wearing my PPE, my personal protective equipment. I mean, all jokes aside, I take my eye protection pretty serious. It's probably the only serious PPE precaution that I really take, because if I can't see, say I get something in my eye gets messed up, I can't race. So that's something I really take to heart at work too, being an aircraft mechanic and all, but it's something I practice here in the shop. I haven't used this new grinder. It's a Bauer. I got it for my Christmas present or something. Ooh, too torquey. What I do like now, it's got this clamp on here, just like a bicycle seat. Pop it off, you can take this guy on and off, which is nice, because sometimes I don't like using it. But we're gonna sit here and run this guy. We're gonna cut it off, this little chassis tab, grind it, prep it to weld on the new one. Got a little bit of grinding to do. She'll be alright. We got us a clean surface to work with. I'm gonna prep the other side and get these guys tacked on. All right, so I pretty much measured from the center of that eyelet, from the edge of this bar, 1.25 inches. Got her in. You had to use my level, make sure it's straight up and down. Gonna throw a couple tacks in, then work on the other side, just so I can kind of, needed something to go off of that was original. And I mean, that's not completely straight, but that hole right there is 1.25 inches, so that's where this one's at. This isn't completely crucial, but you know, I'm trying to take time to make things perfect, or as perfect as I can. Haven't welded in a while, so this could look messy. Haven't welded in this shop, so I don't know really what setting to run. Don't know how good the electricity is out here, but we should be pretty good. All right, hopefully this ground here works pretty good. But I didn't grow up welding. All right, I started learning all on my own from YouTube University and welding TikTok. A good racer out in Arizona, Chase Alves, kind of took me in and showed me some things one day. And I am no professional, but we are about to get it done. It's popping. Nope, that ain't good. Yeah, I ain't gonna show you all that. A little grinder and paint makes you the welder you ain't. Ah. All right, take two. Now, I ain't no professional. kind of stayed here too long. If it'll focus. I kind of stayed there too long. We'll see. We'll let it cool down and see how hard it is. I'll go around the back side. Here we go, take 3. I can't see what we're doing. We on fire! Yeah, we burnt the ends off. I think we're a little hot. You know what? That's just a chassis tab. I might just tack in here and there on the end. We'll roll on with this side. I mean, that ain't no comparison, all right? But I'm learning, and I'm probably gonna knock this dang T-bar off anyways. Something else y'all might not have known. Again, more TikTok learning. You ain't supposed to weld on your car with your shocks on. Something with the electricity messes up your seals. I don't know how true that is. Again, I learned it off of TikTok, but we don't have that issue. All my shocks are sent out. But I guess they end up leaking if they leak and you can melt your O-rings in them or something. I don't know. Something with, I think they got brass or in them. I don't know. You guys got to watch TikTok. Do some research on it on your own. But once I heard that, I'm like, it kind of makes sense. But what is that? What are you doing? Look how big she's getting, guys. Oh, man. What are you, my shop dog?
What are you doing?
All right, so we got this side prepped, getting ready to lay. We're gonna try to lay some dimes down, but I don't know. We'll see what we do. Got it pretty hot with a low wire speed. I don't know. We'll see though. Why is it popping like that? It's not really like pushing my hand off. Maybe the wire speed is too fast. It's kind of bubbling on top. Sounded like ass. I got about 20 psi of gas on there. I ground it. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'll long arc this one. Let's see what we do. That looks like butt. All right, guys, so I just kind of temp installed these brackets on. This is kind of how it's going to go. Top part slides on, easily adjustable from the nut right here. Make some quick pit adjustments to deck height in case, you know, you're trying to push that envelope. So we'll stop here for tonight. All right, guys, bright and early out here in the shop again. Today is my last day off. We have to go back to work. So I'm out here kind of measuring, kind of taping up what we're gonna do when we cut this kind of aluminum square tube for this rear T-bar. I got this vertical bar in. Gonna tighten this guy down so it ain't moving around on me. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little taller than what we've been running. But I can adjust for it, and I kind of left it a little long so I can chop this down if I needed to. So it definitely fits. Just got to get it shoved in there. They do some tight machining on this weird stuff here. But now that I'm looking at it, this bar, how I have it vertical, I think I can lay it back like this. So you got more meat here to drill into to rivet your stuff down. So I think we're gonna do it that way. It might meant to be this way. I'm not 100% sure. I do kind of like it this way. Like I said, it's wider. You have more room for air when you're drilling in all your rivets. It didn't come with instructions, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so I did end up leaving these an inch long on both sides just because I had the material to do so. Also, because when I build this decking, I'm gonna flatten the old out because I got to do it anyways when I use it as a template for the new stuff. I'm gonna put it back on here, and I need to do some measuring to make sure we're within the offset rule parameters that came out. Try to make sure that this rear decking is within tolerance. You look at Nick Hoffman's Modified, how he's got it really out there. They're trying to control that with these late models. The late model's been that way for a little while as well. I just gotta make sure this body was built to be within those rules. So I don't wanna hang this body and end up being illegal and have to change it, and then that's more money and people think I'm a cheater, and you don't want none of that. So I built it an inch long on both ends. Hopefully that kind of saves us, but I think we'll be all right. Gotta go in, mark all these holes, drill all these holes out, and permanently mount this, but I think that'll be for a later day. There's the Weir's T-bar. Still not sure if you're gonna be horizontal or vertical in this guy, but I'm gonna leave it like this. All right, so we slapped the decking on there, flattened it out with just my feet. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time on it, but we are thankfully about an inch long here and an inch long here. So I was kind of right, but as you can tell, I mean, it comes in angled here, and down this body line, it kicks out. So I am going to, well, I'm definitely high on this T-bar. I need to lower this down, maybe even cut it an inch off or 2 inches off or so, because these are smack dab in the middle of their adjusters. So kind of want to leave myself the room to go up and down. All right, so I did some measuring. I kind of mocked up the left rear at ride height, and I did a measurement. We were a little bit long. The measurement we're looking at is this G measurement right here, center of the hub to the top of that decking right there. It should be 54 inches, 54 maximum from center rear hub to top of quarter panel. We were sitting at around 56 before I did some hacking. So this is how this is probably supposed to be, just so you can kind of swivel it up, tighten it down at the angle you want this top part to be, to have a good level surface to get your decking mounted. But I did take 1.5 inches off of here. I think it needs a little more, just kind of going off the measurement from Southern when the last time this car was ran. Now the car was definitely not legal at Southern. I had it a little high. Pretty much on this very right, this arm here, that's kind of the measurement that I'm going off of, this one right here. This was like the hole I was running it in, kind of center of that hole to the top of here is like 16 inches or so. The way I got it right now, we're like 17. So I think I'm gonna take another inch off eventually. That's once I get the decking put on and the shocks are back, because it's kind of hard. I need to get the car at right height to really narrow that down. I mean, once the shocks come in, if we're really pressed for time, that ain't gonna take a whole lot of time to do. So I just gotta draw the holes for everything, mount everything in. It wouldn't take long at all. But it's structurally there, it's supporting the old decking, and we're just gonna move on with that. I did get a call back from Sweet about that steering rack I sent out. It's $350 to get that guy refreshed. I guess they found some bent stuff in it or something. Some boots were torn, and I knew it needed new boots, but I didn't know how much they were really. Yeah, $350 to the $650 rack. Like, I should just bought a new one at that point. New ones, they're like, you know, $1,200, $1,300, depending on where you get it and what you get. But, well, we'll have a fresh steering rack coming back to us. Hopefully it comes back this week. We can put that guy in. We get to learn how to bleed a power steering system. I don't think it's that hard. I think you just really put fluid in it, crank it back and forth a couple times, top it off, and I think you'd be good. But I'm about to do some research on that. All right, so we're back in the shop working today before I go to work. Trying to get a couple of things done, measure some stuff up, and see if I have to make an order for these nose valance plastic mounting plates. So I am extremely hesitant to drill holes in this nose just yet, but I need to do some working on this lower piece down here. So I think I might need to build maybe a different bumper, order a different bumper, but I need to do some work on it. Now, I've never mounted one of these before. I know this side is bent down a little bit. I think I'm gonna get my engine hoist, hook it on there, and then tie this end down somehow and try to just tweak it a little bit. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Worst case scenario, I chop it there, maybe there, bend it up, re-weld, and we're good to go. But it's not really fitting very well on these plastic mounting plates there on both ends. And this one's all kind of warped, as you can tell. So I think I'm just gonna buy another set. I think it's maybe around 50 bucks or so. Just 50 bucks I didn't really want to spend. But I could also mount the nose straight onto this top bar here. Probably have to do some measuring from the tip of the nose to the center of this hub here. So I think I want to be as long as I can. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yesterday I did get my steering rack back straight from Sweet. They put new boots on it, rebuilt it for me, and they put new rod ends on it as well. So this is a 4.5-inch rack with a 220 servo. Yeah, 220 servo. After talking with some people, I think I'm gonna go up to a 235. I might even, if that doesn't feel good, I might go to a 250. So I guess the higher number, it is more stiffer, but you just get more response. Like you feel the front end more. That's kind of something I've been struggling in this car. Coming from the Mod Lite with no power steering to this thing with power steering, it just feels like it's numb up front. Like you can't really feel what the car's doing. Like I can feel it, but it's not as sensitive. Like I'm not getting great feedback. I feel like it could be better because of course in the Mod Lite, without power steering, you knew where that front end was just by the way it felt. So having a little bit more resistance should help me there. And plus with the quicker rack, you kind of want a little bit more resistance so you're not sitting there darting down if you're just sitting there sawing on the wheel. Today, just gonna start working on this nose a little bit, get it kind of more squared away, do some measurements, see if I can bend that up, and I got to get to work. So it's good to be going back to the grind. I have like 70 days of leave saved up. I just never take time off. I've been off. I maybe worked a total of 5 days in December because I took like a week and a half, 2 weeks of leave. And then I've been off for Christmas, and then we got like Commander family days and just a bunch of different things. And so it only comes down, I'm working, you know, only a couple days in December. So I'm kind of itching to get back to work. It's kind of, not that it's boring, it's just waiting on parts to come in to work on the car. And I just want to get back in the grind of things. It's pretty much since I've been here, I've been off and on and off and on. I haven't really been consistently working, just from in processing, holidays, leave. It's just been chaotic. I'm just ready to get in a good schedule and just, you know, like I said, get back to that grind. We are also not really super, we're pretty low manned here now. It's It's tough at work, you know, being undermanned. I haven't been in this kind of situation yet in my military career, trying to manage airmen and manage tasks going on amongst all these jets. And it's definitely a big learning curve, but everyone's jumping ship. Everyone's trying to find jobs off of the fly line, and they're wusses. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here because this can just go on and on and on through all the days of us working out here. I'm trying to limit these videos about maybe 3 days of working out here because we don't really get a whole lot done each day, little by little here and there. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this video. If you could, please subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. I think I'm at like maybe 915. If you could leave a like, comment down below, helps my page's stats. Trying to get up there. So anyways, I'll see y'all here in maybe a couple days.